The following is a fan-based review. All materials discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, and Saban Entertainment.
Hi!
Hey everybody, we got another new show for you. We're going to try this one out. We're calling it Tokutalk. So...
You're excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. It's just something that we just like to do when we decided, just screw it, let's put it on video, see what they think. So, the point of Tokutalk is that we're just going to pick a topic, and we're going to talk about it. And this is a topic that somebody, I believe, wanted to do us to do in a top 10.
Yeah.
But I think with this kind of topic, it's
more...
a
little bit harder to do.
We also don't want to only do top 10s.
Right, we're trying to branch away from that.
Branch out a little bit.
Give some more content, and this is...
They're not going away, we'll still do them. It's
of course. This is just something that requires more discussion, less listing.
Yes.
We're going to talk about motifs and themes of Kamen Rider and Sentai, what we like, what we haven't liked, and what we want to see in future series.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with Kamen Rider. So what motifs do we like in Kamen Rider? Who wants to start off?
I do.
Okay.
I like Ryuki's themes.
The mythical creature kind of thing in the mirror world.
And medieval knights and things that I really like that theme. I think that's one of my favorites. Just because it was so different.
I like that. I like the bonding with monsters.
Yes.
I think that's pretty cool.
I like that out of the, like, where you're fighting monsters to eat them. And if your monster doesn't eat that monster, your monster will eat you. Does raise the stakes.
We saw with smaller scissors.
Yes. And didn't the rhino get eaten at one point? Or was that just scissors?
It was just scissors.
I thought the rhino got eaten in a movie.
The rhino got kicked to death.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah, he did get eaten in the movie. Fuck him.
Anyway, that is something I would like to... That's one of the Kamen Rider motifs I kind of do want to see eventually, is exploring different types of warriors from different cultures. Gaim kind of did it, but less of the warriors, more of the weapons. I would like to see a samurai-themed rider, a medieval knight-themed rider, tribal warrior themed a Viking themed rider, a tribal warrior themed rider. I feel like that could be cool.
I really like that because it'd be like Deadliest Warrior but with Kamen Riders.
Exactly.
That sounds really awesome.
New game that's coming out soon.
For Honor.
Yes, For Honor.
For Honor.
That's kind of what gave me the idea. And because that way we can get everything. We can get a ninja rider. We can get a samurai rider. We can get a goddamn pirate rider if we wanted to.
Yes!
It could be something.
Yes.
Now, that is one of the things that I really want to see. I want to
The problem is designing all of that is going to be
a lot.
And we can, again, these are not things that we are asking Toei, please do this. We understand if they aren't done because that costume would probably be a fortune.
I'm really, really surprised they still haven't done like an actual ninja rider. Like, don't get me wrong, Zekros exists, but I mean, he only exists in that movie. Yeah. And it's not as
He's not really a ninja.
Yeah, it's not as apparent.
He doesn't really look like one.
He wants a ninja rider like Kaku Ranger looking.
Yes. Yeah. Something a little bit more slimmed down.
Like a ninja?
Like, they did a little bit with Ichigo arms for Gaim, but I mean, that arm's so terrible.
But piggybacking off of that, one of my favorite motifs that we've seen so far is Gaim. I like fruit meets samurai. I really thought that was cool.
That was cool. It was cool because you didn't expect it to work so well.
Yeah.
I remember when we were in college and you first told me you wanted to see a ninja Kamen Rider, and we were kind of deciding how that would work. And I remember, I know that they have the short swords. What if they put something through the blade and spin it? And we go, why does that sound familiar? And it took us like 5 minutes. We went, fuck Shinkenger.
That's where that's.
And then they did it. It was like, oh, the ninja.
And so it was. I can see a ninja rider being done. I think the problem with a ninja rider is that, like with Sentai, Kamen Riders are very out. They don't do stealth really. They're very.
But they can.
I know they can. Yeah. But remember the last time we had a Kamen Rider who tried to sneak? It was Gaim and Trash Can.
Speaking of that, I'm really surprised that Ghost didn't do more walking through walls.
Yeah.
That's another thing we can wait about their guys' review.
All of our problems with Ghost aside, I actually like that motif.
I
like the idea of a Kamen Rider with forms based on historical figures. That's cool.
That is cool. However, they focus too much on it in Ghost.
Nope, they focus on it too little in Ghost.
That's
really.
Yeah,
I meant the beginning. I meant the beginning. They focused on it too much.
No, they focused on it too little. I think
the rest of the show. Yeah. Getting back to this one.
Yeah, I'm talking about the forms, but yeah, it is something that I can see, and it kind of goes on. That can kind of also kind of tie in with the warriors from different cultures, because then you can go into historical figures from those cultures. You know, King Arthur, Nobunaga. I'm sure there's Indians.
A better version.
Tutankhamun.
Crazy Horse.
Yeah, Crazy Horse, and you can go into that. But I don't know. In Ghost, I feel like they they needed to do more in the terms of he's a ghost. Let's work with him. I was expecting Danny Phantom the Kamen Rider, and I did not get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we have a lot of viewers who are fans of the show, so
and that is your preference.
Okay, I want to pin something in the comments. If you were a fan of Ghost, tell us what you like most about the show.
And tell us
what do you like about the motif? What do you like about the theme? I want to know. I want to hear your side of the story.
Did you watch it through an alcohol-induced haze like I did?
He's kidding. He did not drink. Anyway.
But I want to hear your opinion. I want to know why you like the show.
Another motif that could also be part of the Warriors from Another Culture that really wasn't explored, Wizard. I feel like him as a sorcerer wasn't explored that much because they were too busy focusing on the villain.
You have all these, it was more about accessories with the spell rings.
Yeah, I like when I hear Kamen Rider Wizard, I want an episode where he's struggling to learn a new spell.
Yes, I would like to see if they were to go back and do magic again. I want to see a Kamen Rider with different forms of magic,
which they did in Magi Ranger. They did that very well. Because each member of Magi Ranger had that type of magic that they specialized in.
Mm-hmm. But they also had the generalized magic that they all have to learn at some point.
Yeah.
They did that a little bit better in this, of course, I think. But I say a little bit.
That's good points.
Yeah, it's just they could have had, anybody having to do with anything with alchemy. I mean, you know, having that whole
You could do alchemy, you could do onmyo magic, or you could do...
Yeah. There's so many things they could have done with Wizard.
Witchcraft, anything.
And here we are.
Potions.
Potions and something.
No one made a goddamn potion in Wizard. What the hell?
But it's just with a lot of the things in Kamen Rider, it's just they have a lot of things they can still do. I would like to see a dinosaur being main rider.
A dinosaur theme, what would be
not
cool?
Just
if they were to do dinosaur, what would you want his base form to be?
Oh, that's a great question. No, know what he can do? Know what he can do?
Based on the periods?
No. I was thinking he could be like Deno. His base form is blank and nothing. Mm. And then a form and then you have blade form. So you have T-Rex.
He adds a little fossil.
Yeah, like a T-Rex form that is bulkier. A little bulkier maybe.
Triceratops form where he gets a shield.
And Velociraptor's form where he gets speed. So it could be like Deno kind of style. I think maybe that could work.
That would be cool.
They're going to be using things from different periods and everything. Maybe he ends up getting the last thing. This would be more of an archaeologist thing.
You know what would be the best thing?
What?
You know what his final form could be?
Human.
No.
Damn.
I was gonna say a meteor. No, that could be the villain.
That could be the villain.
His final form could be
Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh. That's the last thing we need.
Maybe his final form could be something like Putotira, where he gets where he kind of gets all of them.
He's all the dinosaurs.
Or Trideron.
Or Trideron, yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's a Sentai though.
Well, we could keep talking.
There's one Kamen Rider theme that I would really like to see. It's been touched on a couple of times with Kamen Rider Aqua / Poseidon and Shishishota. I would like to see something that's ocean themed.
Which I think could work.
With as much water as around Japan as there is, you would think they would have done that by now.
Because I would love to get behind a shark form.
I would love to see a shark form. I would love to see
Manta Ray.
Maybe if he had a manta shrimp where he had more punching power, I think that would be pretty cool.
Crab.
Yeah, why not?
Monster. He'll have to stay away from all boiling water though, and clamps.
Another thing that they could do that they really haven't done. They've done a little bit, but not as the main theme. But Sentai has mythical creatures. Mm. They kind of did that with Ryuki and stuff, but
if you had a Kamen Rider who was based on a phoenix,
I would die. I'd die
because he loves phoenixes.
Favorite mythical creature.
We end up having things where they've done in Sentai, which we would love to see crossover, like the dinosaur theme one, or the mythical creature one,
or the ninja theme one,
or in reverse. The one thing I really want to see in a Sentai would be a bug theme one.
A bug themed one.
I mean, we had that with the Go Riders, but they didn't. They were
not the main riders.
Yeah.
How about X8 crossing over to Sentai in terms of motif? Genres of video games. Genres of video games, specifically though. Mega Ranger
was video game, but
more
not
to
this extent.
Technology,
especially nowadays when gaming is as big as it is.
Yeah, which
I think
one of the
if
reasons
you had the RPG Ranger, and you had the Shooter Ranger, and you had
the Platformer Ranger,
and you had the pretentious indie game Ranger.
They're gonna have.
He's a block. He's made of blocks.
They should wait a while on doing that one, especially because that state is still filming.
No, absolutely. But
you have the Ranger who's stuck in development hell, so he never actually gets a suit.
The Vaporware Ranger.
That's the villain.
He's based on Final Fantasy 15. It takes 10 years for him to come out.
No, but I feel like that
he
could
shows
work.
up at the 10 years later special.
Not to mention that could
My
work.
game's finally done.
That could work because, like, say for one finisher, like the RPG finisher, his finisher is like a giant katana, and just a knot. You can do so many Easter eggs. Mm-hmm. Again, without copywriting and everything, unless Nintendo and all the other gaming companies want to back this, which would be cool.
Which would be awesome.
Except as long as the Rangers don't have product placement all over their suits, that'd be great. I'm looking at you, Tiger Bunny. Yeah, that was great. Bandai, no shit.
But it's just like we also have, motifs they've done in the past.
Can we do a detective/cop theme Sentai or Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider mainly, that stays a cop theme for the rest of the show? Because W and Drive were like, yeah, a little bit. Honoré Decade. W and Drive started off kind of like that, and then the main plot kicks in. But I would like
something that is a mystery throughout.
Something that's more Deca Ranger-esque, where they legitimately stay in costume.
It's more of like if you had an overarching mystery that was there from start to finish.
And then they got an upgrade, and they got promoted to SWAT. But I mean, we've had a lot of things in Sentai that I would really like to see again. I would like to see them do a more updated version of Jetman or another bird theme.
Yeah,
I would love to see. I love birds,
especially
I would love to see,
now.
Yes,
seeing those suits, like we love the Jetman suits.
Yeah,
but seeing those like a much more upgraded version of them, I think I would die.
Imagine somebody making an upgrade of the Jetman suits, the same person who designed the new suits. How much would you die?
He would die much.
He would Deno owner much.
Yes.
Oh.
I would love to see.
I would like to see another cop one.
Yes.
Because it's been a while since.
I want to see. I know that we just did a rant about this in our Kamen Rider the Next review. I want to see Garo kind of style, maybe cross over to Kamen Rider. That horror theme, the big suits with the giant weapons and stuff.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be really cool.
Would you want to see that for either Kamen Rider or Super Sentai?
I feel like it would more work in Kamen Rider.
Okay.
Because Garo was very, single person. At most, they had 3.
Yeah.
Which was one of the best fight scenes
with
ever.
Kiva, we kind of had the classic movie monster motif.
Yeah, just take.
Would you want to see do it with more updated ones, like a slasher movie theme or something?
That'd be cool.
It's like
Freddy.
He had a Freddy form and a Jason form.
There are a lot of things.
Pinhead form where you can control chains.
I want to see. There are more things in Sentai that I want to see again.
Like what?
Like what?
We haven't had a martial arts based one since
Genki Ranger.
Okay.
Yeah, we need another one of those.
We definitely haven't had another. Which one am I looking at? Damn it! Oh, we haven't had another one that was more based on heroes like Go-Go 5. I would love to see another rescue theme one.
Yeah,
that
would be more public service thing.
So good.
But instead of them, because in Go-Go 5, are they all firefighters?
They're they're policemen, firefighters, helicopter rescue people.
That's something I'd like to see. It was like another mix of that.
I was just wondering because I was trying to remember if they were all firefighters or if they were more like what Lightspeed Rescue did, which was grab everybody who's useful. Except, can I tangent for a second? Why a mountain climber, Saban?
Because people need to be rescued off mountains. But the thing I really want to see, especially because we're going so far out with Q Ranger.
If you think a mountain climber didn't deserve a spot, put that in the comments.
It's like we're going so far. We're legitimately going very far out with Q Ranger.
Yeah,
we're going into outer space.
Literally.
So I feel like with a rescue one, if they brought it back in, and just made it just on this concentrated group of people again, that would be great. I would there are a lot of things I would just like to see again. I mean, I wouldn't. It's going to be a while before I want to see another vehicle one because Go Andre still exists in my mind.
I feel like they could do a better vehicle one.
Looking back, even a much more updated version of Battle Fever, where they end up bringing people
different countries. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just like they have a lot of.
If they were to do that, what countries would you want to see?
I would like to see.
Well, Japan's got to be in there, obviously. America should be in there as like a marksman.
America's definitely going to be in there. England. India would be great. That'd be great. That would actually be really good.
China.
Because, we're not going to talk about those two because Japan isn't trying to play anybody from China or something.
Oh yeah, Chinaman. I forgot about Chinaman.
All right.
No, it's not even that. It's just a whole bunch.
But that was the thing.
It's just a whole bunch of political stuff that I don't want to get into.
Fair enough.
What about South Korea?
That's another whole bunch of political stuff that you really don't want to get into.
Egypt.
Egypt would be cool. Maybe for a Sixth Ranger, I would not say bring the USSR to Russia at this point.
Yeah. Brazil, France, Spain.
They could do Brazil. I mean, coming off of the Olympics right now.
There's speaking of America, there is one motif I want to see brought into Tokusatsu. I don't know. This could be either Sentai or Kamen Rider as villains, motifs of the actual characters. It could, but the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, I feel like, are an underused motif in media in general. I know, because if you're gonna have another supernatural themed thing like Ghost, that'd be perfect. And I'm not saying make Supernatural Sentai, the show Supernatural Sentai or Kamen Rider, but I love the Darksiders games, and I feel like you could do something like that in Kamen Rider mainly. I'm not saying they would be the villains or the Kamen Rider, but I'm saying that it is something that could work if planned properly. Also, I just believe that scythes need to be in Tokusatsu a little more, because scythes are a cool underused weapon.
One thing, and I'm going to make this the last thing I really want to see them redo, if only because the last time that they did it was terrible.
What?
Ranger. The motif is cool. The motif is very cool.
Of the
using things from different,
cultures,
ancient cultures is great.
A modern SWAT team using ancient technology.
Yeah, but the thing is, we all know the issues that lie behind O-Ranger. O-Ranger.
Go watch that review.
But it's just like with this one, I would much rather than end up having, something a little bit more streamlined and of course better, where the plot actually makes sense and the characters aren't all over the place. That's all I want. I'm hoping.
Would you want another super speed themed Kamen Rider like Kabuto?
Kabuto would just come to the show and be like, no, me first. I am the one from heaven.
Don't make him too powerful.
Yeah.
Don't give him time travel.
We all remember what happened with Kabuto. It's just like, well,
that's one of the things I hate about Kabuto.
No one can really beat me except maybe Decade. So
because he can turn into me.
But yeah, it's just like that. That's what we really want to see from these two shows. I mean, there are a lot of things they haven't done. We really hope they have.
I thought of one they can revisit.
What's that?
Music theme.
Hibiki. I would love that.
Hibiki.
I was thinking 5 Men.
Well, I was thinking because Hibiki had that issue of
the same issue.
Well, the same issue of of O-Ranger, where people were they didn't want to piss off any of the viewers because Hibiki was based off of
more
Oni.
In this case, the adults were afraid of pissing off the kids or scaring the kids
because they were based off of Oni. If they take that motif out and add something else, maybe do that in Sentai again, because they haven't done that since 5 Man.
Yeah. If they took a page out of Samurai Flamenco and made it about idol culture.
Oh yeah,
like a group of pop idols. Yeah, as the Sentai.
Are we ever going to review that?
What?
Samurai Flamenco for this channel?
Sort of want to now that you.
Do you guys want us to?
Yeah, let us know if you want us to review Samurai Flamenco.
It's great. I love that show.
Anyway.
Yeah, but that's all we really want to see. It. There are a lot of things they could redo. They could redo the mythical creatures thing again with Changeman and Die Ranger. But it just depends on how the production team is going for the next couple of years.
Are there any themes that you don't want to see again?
Ooh,
ninjas in Sentai.
Dinosaurs
in Sentai, ninjas in Sentai.
Kind of done with that.
When you hit 3, you gotta stop.
You got me.
Or at least wait like 10 or 15 years.
They did basically every single time. That's all.
You sure? Not for Kamen Rider either? There's none of
Kamen Rider doesn't have as many repeated themes.
No, but out of the ones they've done, are there any that you don't want them to try again? Because I can think of one. Guy.
Yeah.
I don't want them to try fruit again. It worked. Don't do it again.
You got lucky.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You got lucky once.
This is one of those cases.
Here's a theme I don't want them to do anymore, and either. Trains. I'm sorry, in my opinion, it didn't work either time.
They've done it every couple of years. They did it, of course, in Go 5.
No, I meant train as the overall theme. like Den-O and
not just
Tokujo.
not just mechs.
Like not just like a bigger mech. That's fine. But as the overall theme, it did not work either time for me.
Yeah.
Also, train Megazords. Really? Like in terms of Tokyuger. Really?
That's how we got Tokyo Penis Go.
And Den-O riding Tokyo Penis Go. Look up that picture.
Oh.
But yeah.
That'll open up a whole mess of danger.
That's really all I have for this. It's great. This is a fun one.
This is a fun one. No, yeah, that's all I got. But this has been the first episode of Tokutalk. If there's a topic y'all want us to discuss on a future episode, let us know.
Or anything for the Rantercast. Now remember, the Rantercast is always going to be in negative, so put anything negative that you want to see over there.
For the Rantocast, negative is Rantercast, positive is Tokucast. Well, we talk about negative stuff, but not rant-worthy. We think we're disappointed in, but we're not going to rant about it. But if you like the show, let us know. As always, like, subscribe, comment. This has been the Tokucast. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.